also part of 4, 2 and 4 are very much related, okay? So we could have actually, if you don't want to put 4 here. All right. Let's go back to 1. We said survey question 2. Who's got 2?
I have 1, 2 here.
Oh, there's a 2 here. My opinions are accepted and I'm treated with respect. So again, these could go either way, couldn't they? 2, 4, and then 7. Which one was 7?
We work to attract, develop, and keep hold of people with many different kinds of people, things, backgrounds.
Yeah, so that could be, we could put that in as part of question 1. Right? All right, so let's go to question 5. The relationship between manager and employee. So S2, S3, S4, or S8. How'd you go?
Yeah, got all of them.
8, 2, 3 could be part of it. Yeah, 8 and 4.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good job, both of you. Yeah, so that's dead on. And that's an easy category because there's a lot of people unhappy with their manager, aren't they?
Yeah.
Really. If we go to 7, communicate with the organization. Now, there's some very specific questions that deal directly with communication with the organization, and they're S5 and S6. Those are the ones that you'd use. So we've got 6, you've got? Yeah. Well, where's S5?
I got 3 5s.
Ah, okay. What's 5 say?
The information and knowledge are shared openly with this organisation.
Yeah. So these aren't not incorrect, okay? Poor performance is effectively talked with throughout this organization. That could be in there as well. It really could be. Anyways, where you've got organization and communication organization, that could be put in there as well. Why I've done it this way is to help you in terms of, you know, specifically identify specific questions that you can work with. But you can leave 10 in, communicate 6, like we've said. I can disagree with my supervisor without fear of getting in trouble. That's a form of communication. I think that would be more directly aligned with 5, but you're right. Sometimes the employer is construed, my boss is the organization. Yeah? So it's not wrong, and you could use it, but I'd reserve that question for this one. Yeah? And what do we got? Communication is encouraged in this organization. Yep, and poor performance is effectively. I think this is more related. Yeah, again, because organizations, yeah, throughout the organization, I think job satisfaction would be more appropriate for it. Is it wrong? No. Okay, and then we've got question 5. We went through 5. 9, teamwork. Now there's really just one question, right? You could have others. We work to attract. So this is a good idea too. 7 is a good question too. We work to attract, develop, and keep hold of different kinds of people with many different backgrounds. So that could suggest that they actually do teamwork well. So that could be actually included. But I think S1 is the standout, isn't it? So we measure job performance to secure and make sure all staff are accomplishing their results, so to speak. Yeah, I suppose that could be part of it as well. Okay? So good job, right? Has this been helpful or useful?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Heaps.
Okay, good. Annie, how about you? Been good? Yeah? Okay. So, let's just bring this to a close, okay? So this is what we did. We increase your knowledge and understanding of data analysis, right? We feel like you have for this assessment. You feel like,
Yeah.
yep. Prepare you to complete assessment 2A2C.
Yep.
You feel pretty prepared?
Yep.
Yep. We've translated keywords into meaning.
Yep.
So those keywords were the words that you chose. Now yours was in implement, which is a tough one. And I might say, Shane, for you, in your word book, you asked me about perception. So I'd actually put perception in your book and have a look at that after we're done here, okay? And we also emphasize the ways that we can simplify the analysis. So first we combine percentages into 3 columns, right? Then we use the highlight, identify the high ones, and then we actually had a chat and talked about it by matching the different assessment questions with the survey questions, yeah. Good, so is there any questions that you have at this point? Anything?
I pretty much covered everything that I need to know.
Any? Good, feel well prepared to get into 2AC, okay?
Yeah.
So the other part, just to let you know, this addresses the first part of the analysis, all right? 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. The second part is what you're going to do to improve with these questions,
Yeah.
all right? So we haven't necessarily gotten to that one, but this is the first step for that assessment. What I'd like you to do, if you don't mind, I've got 2 assessments. I want you to assess me. There's 2 forms in there, one for training and one for assessment. So if you could pull out your training feedback form, it's a feedback form. It should be at the bottom, towards the bottom. So there's an assessment form, and there's also two pages for training.
That one?
Yep, so the training, yep, looks like this. Yep. And this one goes with assessments. Oh, no, I'm sorry. So that one goes with training. All right? So I was wondering if you could take a few minutes now to do both for me.
Yep.
All right? And you don't have to actually put your name at the top. Okay?
So just
Yeah, so let's go through
one's
them.
assessment.
The first one is about the training. So the training is basically what we did and what I took you through. The assessment evaluation is essentially this, and you've already done the assessment. In other words, you've added all the additions, and I've actually checked them for you, right? The other assessment part is what we did here. So you all put questions down, and then we looked at the correct answers on the board, didn't we? So that was your assessment. And the last assessment is going to be how you do on assessment 2C. Okay? But we'll do that one later. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay?
I thought 5 was strongly agree. I
Oh,
thought
okay.
all 5s.
That's
So I got mixed up.
That's okay, so, yeah, so strongly agree would be your 1s, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you can please, where there's an open-ended question, if you could please, fill in as much as you can, some comments, maybe 2 or 3 sentences if you can.